Money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Lunch with the Finance Bunch. I'm Miss Charline.
Miss Charline.
And who are you?
I don't know, Matthew.
Welcome
That's
to
what they call me.
Welcome to Lunch with the Finance Bunch, and we are on Dash Talk Radio. Today we have in our studio Ms. Paris Fletcher.
Hello.
Hi, Paris.
Hi, how are you?
Paris is a dancer, a very, very, very successful dancer.
She already told my mom on the break that she's definitely going to be teaching her some moves. So
That's right. So watch
the next
out.
episode, Shark going to be like,
That's right.
hey,
That's
you
right.
know,
I'm
Paris.
going to be doing my thing. Paris taught me. So, Paris, this is your first time on our show.
Yes.
So we want you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I grew up dancing at the age of 3. I'm 25 now. And
Wow.
yeah, I've been dancing my whole life. Started in the studio world, and then as I got older, after college, started doing it professionally in LA, you know, big time and everything like that. And started touring, doing different TV shows, commercials, industrials, and stuff like that, and just dancing. So
Wow.
yeah,
So
it's
you're having
fun.
a good time.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's been amazing.
Are you
Traveling
living
and
your
everything
dream?
like that.
22-year
Yes. Yeah.
Like living the dream.
Yes. It's been amazing.
Wow. Now, you kind of play it down a little, but you must be an extraordinary dancer to be able to tour, right?
Okay. Yep.
Because I'm
I'm good.
She got
I
some
kinda-
tricks in the
I'm pretty
bag,
good. I'm
Shark.
pretty good.
Right, no, because I've seen like the little, like the, you know, just some of those things where they do that whole call and then all those hundreds of people show up and
Yes.
they break it down to 50 and then
Yes.
it's 25 and then it's,
And then there's
and
5.
then it's 10 and then there's 5 and then
Yep.
there's 2.
Yes.
And
yes,
one is
was
you.
the one.
I was the one. I was one of the
Right.
ones. Yes. Yes.
I love that.
It's
We got a
pretty.
dancer for real in here.
No, for real.
I'm taking her home with me. She's going to teach me how to dance, Matthew.
Give Shark like
For real.
3
Do it.
weeks.
Let's do it.
She's going to make like the first cuts, and then that's it.
I'll be like, why is she here? Why?
No.
Shark going to be like, everything hurts.
Stop it. Okay. So now, on a personal level, why are you so passionate about your role as a dancer?
I'm passionate about it because I love it so much. You know, it's something that I've been doing my whole life, and it's, you know, basically all I know. Not all I know, obviously, but it's so
It's a
close
great
to
part of
home.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my family grew up dancing. My brothers, my sister. It was a family venture, so it's very dear to my heart, you know? So, yeah, I love it, and that's why I'm so passionate about it, and I'm so passionate about this industry, and it's such a great way for people to express themselves, especially
Yes.
like kids that don't have outlets, you know, to express themselves. And a lot of people are able to, you know, find comfort in dancing, whether, regardless of their situation, what they're going through, there's something that they can, you know, just have an outlet. and
Like
use it for.
freeing.
Exactly, very freeing.
Dance as if no one's watching.
You do it all the time.
Exactly.
I do. It's
a way to do
hilarious.
it.
I said, I'm
It's
gonna start putting the
hilarious,
camera
but I
on
do.
Shark. I'm going to have
Oh
all
my-
kind of little content on you.
Anyway. Now, what's your favorite genre of dance? Like,
To do? Hip hop. Hip hop.
Ah,
Yes. Hip
my
hop
kinda
is so
girl.
fun. Yep, that's right. Dropping it low, you know, all that.
I don't know about that.
No.
Somebody might have to help me
No,
pick it back
no.
up. I don't know about dropping it low.
And then she might drop it low again. And I'm like, pick it up.
Right? Call a doctor. No, I'm
That's
just kidding.
dope. So outside of hip hop, what styles of dance have you, I guess, learned like throughout your transition into just focusing on hip hop?
I started off doing ballet. Ballet and tap as a little youngin and everything like that. And then I just did everything. My mom, I studied at Debbie Allen Dance Academy. So when you're there, you're able to, not able, but you're supposed to learn everything. It's
Everything.
very strict. So, you know, I learned the flamenco, I learned the modern, I learned very classical ballet with Russians that are, you know, like very strict about everything.
They probably had to
And-
stick and everything,
yes,
like,
exactly,
together,
exactly.
girl.
Yes. So point, I did point and everything, and just through it all, hip hop has always been my favorite. It's always the funnest to do. I loved ballet too, but I never had that leg like super flexible.
Oh,
It wasn't
yeah.
like all the way up there.
Or
So
did you throw the leg up and then shake? And she was
No.
like, that's not part of the routine. And you're like, it's the hip hop inside of me.
exactly, it's inside of me. But yeah, and so I did everything, and hip hop is definitely my favorite to do. So
Wow. But you're living the dream because there's so many dancers,
Mm-hmm.
right? Especially in LA. Like New York and LA, I think probably has the biggest market of dancers, right?
Absolutely.
And to be able to dance at the level you do, and because it's competitive.
It's very competitive.
It's very
And
competitive.
it's gotten even more competitive with social media.
Right.
It's very
100%.
oversaturated.
Right, because you got girls just like dancing away on social media and trying to get famous that way, right?
Well, then some of
Exactly.
them are, and they're like creating these huge platforms, which
Yep.
is like switching up everything.
Yep, exactly.
Wow. Wow.
Super competitive.
Now, over the next 5 years in dance, what are some of your goals?
For myself, I've been very happy with my dance career. So I think as of now, I would love to maybe do a movie, where dance is incorporated in some type of
Right.
way. And then beyond that, open up a studio. Open up my own studio where I can, just get the training, get it back to where it used to be, or how I grew up with
Right.
it, because it's kind of changed over the years nowadays, how people get into dancing, and the foundation really isn't there. People
Right.
just get in it just to do it, but don't learn the basics first,
Right.
So,
Right. And I would think that if you learned how the proper way to dance first, and then you pick the genre that you're most attracted to, that foundation is conditioning. Right?
Exactly. Ballet is the foundation for everything, believe it or not, but it just teaches you your body and just different ways to use it and how to use it properly.
Right.
So you have people that just kind of get into dancing and, get into like just do hip hop or something, and just injuries,
Right. I was
injuries,
thinking
because they
that,
don't
like
know
loss
how,
of energy.
exactly. And they just
Right.
don't know how to use their muscles properly. So yeah, just learning the foundation first, the basics, and then branching off and building.
Well, I tip my hat to the fact that you did ballet for so many years, because I feel like my feet, outside of being cringing, would be crying because of all the technical work that you have to do with your feet.
Bunions.
Yeah.
Bunions.
You talk about athlete's foot.
Right.
Look at a ballet dancer.
right. Now, who are some of the choreographers that you look up to or who inspire you?
Michael Rooney, Tanisha Scott. There's just so many. My goodness.
You better say Fatima. That's my boo.
Okay.
We'll have to say her then.
I got my own top five.
Goodness, you just invaded her top five.
But then you better put her on there.
And sometimes not even like the top choreographers, but people that I've trained under that necessarily aren't the hugest out there,
Right.
but have been so beneficial and just to my career. Andy J, like these are studio people, JR, and so.
Now, you said you went to the Debbie Allen School of Dance when
Yes.
you were younger. And so how was that? Because I've heard that she's pretty disciplined. Like, she makes sure that you learn the basics. You don't just send you out there, running and dancing and not know what you're doing, right?
Exactly. It was amazing. It was definitely an experience because at the time I was still in San Diego and I was in high school. So my parents were very dedicated. So I actually started homeschooling, and then I would take the train up by myself and then take the bus to Debbie Allen and then be there for hours. It was I want to say it was about 6 hours that I was there dancing and learning just different. They had set schedules, so we would learn ballet, hip hop one day, then maybe tap, flamenco the next day, and everything like that. But it's very disciplining. You
Right.
just build this mentality, like the very strong mentality. Not only through dancing physically are you getting strong, but mentally, because it's just so disciplined, and it just provides a lot of structure, within myself and within my dancing and everything like that. And it was amazing. I have nothing but amazing things to say about it, and I am so grateful for the experience. So,
Dang, that's super dope. Shout out to parents. I'm gonna give a shout out to your mom and dad one time. What's their
shout
names?
out Mom and Dad, Brenda and Mike. Thank you so much for everything.
Yeah, Paris's mom, that's my boo. We talked over lunch last week. Yeah. And I was kind of flirting. I was winking at her, blowing her kisses. So shout out to her
She was winking
mom.
right back,
Hey, babe.
Matthew's a mess. Paris, back to you, Paris, because Matthew's over here on something else.
I love all the moms.
Yes. Now, you do tours.
Yes.
So who have you toured with?
The artist that I toured with was Cody Simpson, and then Jessie Malay, and then also it was a production tour, an artist tour or production tour through NASA and Honeywell. So yeah.
Nice.
That's
Now,
what's up.
How long do the tours usually last?
It depends. I've been on tour for a month, and sometimes I've been on tour for 3 months. So it depends on the gig and what they're doing, what type of tour it is. If it's a promo tour, it's a little shorter, maybe about 3 weeks. And then if it's a full blown, then it's about 3 months.
So what the artists usually, what I've noticed, I was checking out some schedules because, wanted to see what really goes on, Matthew.
Just in case you jumped out there one time.
Just I decided to jump out there,
Spread your wings and fly, Sean.
Yes. So, but I noticed that they perform every other day in a lot of cases. So, I mean, it's great, but you're on buses. You get to the venue, it's another venue. And for the artists, they have to do, of course, their voice range and make sure they do mic checks and all of that. And if they're dancers themselves, that's one thing. But for the dancers, that's a whole new stage, right? It might have more depth. It might be wider. It might be. So you have to adjust.
Adapt is the biggest thing, the name of the game.
Wow. And you may dance through 2/3 of that show, making sometimes the person who's singing look good.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Of course,
Oh,
definitely.
I mean, it's all the time, but sometimes a whole lot of work has to go into that because they can literally only stand there and sing. I've seen
looking
that
like
happen.
Mariah Carey. She is like,
don't say names.
I'm not moving. That's what I'm paying y'all for. Let's get it.
Right? Yeah, she doesn't move.
No.
Yeah, so that's can be hard work, right?
Absolutely.
Wow. All right. Well, you know what? We're going to take a little break because I really want to come back and ask you some more in-depth questions about your dance career and all the things that you're up to.
Yes.
And probably in between the break, Paris is going to teach my mom something simple. So be on the lookout for a little dance,
routine when
enter
we're
back.
done.
She's going to be like, and we're back.
This is Miss Charline. You're listening to Lunch with the Finance Bunch on Dash Talk Radio. And we're here with the beautiful Paris Fletcher, dancer extraordinaire. And we're back. I'm Miss Charline. And who are you?
Oh, I'm Matthew. By the way, Matthew is God's gift, so
Matthew,
I'm your gift today on the show.
No one asked you
You're welcome.
What the definition of your name was. I was reintroducing the show.
I mean, we're doing a lot of research, and I'm doing research about myself.
Welcome back to Lunch with the Finance Bunch. I'm Miss Charline, and you were just
I'm the
supposed to
gift,
say,
and we have Paris.
Paris, excuse his manners today.
It is all
Matthew's
good.
always up. We're on Dash Talk Radio. We're supposed to say that.
Well, Paris is my boo. She's used to me by now. She's like, Lord
You said we
Jesus.
have to say Dash Talk Radio, and you didn't give me a chance to say that.
Well, we just said it right now. Shout out to Dash Talk Radio. Shout out to DJ Ski. Shout out to Matthew, the gift. Paris Fletcher, the dancer. And Miss Charline, the finance guru. I think I nailed that pretty well.
Yeah, you did. Maybe we should loop that. I like it.
That's going to be on all the takes.
Exactly. All the takes. Paris Fletcher. Paris Fletcher.
You're like, she's not even on the show this week.
We like the name, Paris Fletcher. So, Paris, we're back. And I wanted to find out okay, so you loved hip-hop dance, right?
Yes.
And so, does it, because I get tired watching.
Okay.
So is there other things that you have to do to like get your stamina up? Like, do you run or do you do a lot of dance? What do you do?
Outside of that, I am in the gym pretty regularly, you know, hitting that Stairmaster, trying to get the booty right and get my stamina right, you know.
Okay.
So
Paris be on Instagram sweating like crazy. And I be in the bed like, nope.
You know, I like to run. Running is one of my favorite pastimes.
Okay.
You know, so more so on the treadmill, not outside. I like the steady, just consistent, you know, pace and everything like that.
Right,
So,
controlled.
Exactly.
Right.
Controlled. So yeah, that's what I
Because
like
being
to
a
do.
dancer, you can't be outside running down the street or down through the park. I mean,
you
injuries
could.
could happen.
Very true,
Right?
but yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just all preference. You know, people prefer scenic routes and everything like that, and some people can't run on a treadmill. You know,
really?
Just because it's too boring for
too
them.
monotonous.
Exactly.
Okay, I got
So they go outside and run, maybe Santa Monica or whatever, something that's a little more just visual.
Scenic.
So what about you,
Exactly.
Char? Are you getting on the treadmill or are you running through nature?
I am not running through nature. No way.
You don't like nature?
I do, but I'm kind of clumsy.
Okay.
So, you know, things happen.
And
Paris.
nature would probably get the best of Shaw.
Right? Things happen. I need a controlled environment.
Okay. So we're the same. We're the same.
Oh,
Controlled
definitely.
environment.
Yeah, meet me at the gym. Not out in nature. No, I'm not running around a lake. I'm not running through sand.
Okay.
No. What about you, Matt? Matt's not running at all.
Exactly. Okay. I'll run to bed. That's what I'll do.
So your last tour.
Yes.
Where did you go?
Oh man, my last tour I was in China and just all throughout China and everything. My favorite tour, I went to Australia, Canada, Japan, and the Bahamas and everything. So yeah,
that's a range.
It was.
What's your favorite
fun.
country that you've been to so far out of all of those? Would you say?
It's a toss up between Japan and Australia.
Okay.
Australia is beautiful, but the culture in Japan is so amazing. Just the people are so friendly and so welcoming, and it's just fun. They're just carefree and creative and doing everything that they want to do.
Arigato.
That's right.
I'd probably be saying that the whole time I was there. They'd be like, how are you doing? Arigato.
Because that's the only thing you know how to say.
Good night. Arigato.
Because that's it for you as far as
Right or left. Arigato.
Oh, Matthew, how are you friends with him?
I ask myself that sometimes too.
We're coming back to the conclusion that I'm the gift. I think that everybody is forgetting that.
Now, how did you establish your network of that has to be pretty strategic, right?
When I first started off, like I said, it was just different. You know, I established my network through class. I was in class regularly. Instagram and social media wasn't it wasn't popping like it is now.
Right.
So I just was in class regularly, and as far as my agency that I'm with, they hold different events where they sometimes bring out a major choreographer that's doing different jobs and projects and looking for new faces, and I would just attend those regularly, and I would always, you know, be at my agent's office talking to them, just keeping my name and my face in their mind and everything like that. And then when they have projects come up, then my
your name pops
exactly
up, right?
exactly, and I'm just fresh in their mind, like, oh, let me submit her to that.
I just saw Paris.
Yeah, exactly.
She's the one.
Fatima. Hey, boo. I'm Paris.
Paris.
Remember me.
Paris,
Remember
right?
me.
No, but seriously, that networking thing is a big deal.
It's huge.
So dancers out there, if you're aspiring to get paid,
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Don't be
You
shy.
have to get out there and network,
Closed
right?
mouths don't get fed.
That's right. And Paris is getting fed.
I am getting fed.
That's right.
Thank
So
God.
she would know, right?
In Jesus' name. Shamananaya, Shamananaya. We taking them to church today,
Matthew is
Sean.
on one today.
God's gift. God's gift.
But so Paris, like when you are away for like you said, one of your longest tours was 3 months. When you're away for an extended period of time like that, it has, I mean, and then you're all over the place too, because you're in one place, in one place, in one place. And is there any like rest stops in between? Do you get a chance to just kind of kick it, or is it all work and no play?
The last tour that I was on, it was very, I had so much free time. And sometimes that is just the hardest thing, because the time just goes by slower, because you're in these places that you don't know.
Right.
You don't have any friends out there. I mean, you can make friends, but it's such quick stops. It's not that it's not worth it, but
Right.
you know, it's just you're in and out. So it's just, it depends case to case, tour to tour. Sometimes it's one of those tours where you're just going nonstop and the time's flying, and you just you lose sight of the world, and sometimes can't even text people back because you're so tired, you know. But then those times when it's a little drawn out and you have so much free time, you know, you're FaceTime and family all the time, friends, just to help the time go by and just staying.
And they're
you know.
probably like, "Are you working?
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
You're getting
just
paid for
to just exactly.
How does that work? Right? I want that job."
Oh, bro.
Now, usually on a tour, how many dancers are usually accompanying you? And do you guys hang out?
My first tour, it was just me and another girl, Christine, and we roomed together sometimes, and sometimes we had our own, you know, rooms and everything like that. And because we're all we got, basically, you know, especially, I mean, we hang out with the artists sometimes, but not every night. So we're all we have on that tour. So we're constantly trying to get out and see new places and try new things. And we became really close. So
That's
yeah, it just depends.
Now, when it's a large team of dancers, I get it. It probably is like one giant party all the time, I would think.
For myself, I've only been on tour with one other person.
Oh, okay.
So
you
it's
don't
never
do
been
it
like the big party. I mean, there has been a tour where me and the other dancer and the artist and their team were really close. So then I guess it was a party. We were going out all the time and having fun. But yeah.
We out here trying to function, Paris. I'm just trying to let you know now. I be like, especially on the last stop of the tour. Oh, it's about to be lit. I'm gonna let them know ahead of time. This will be on the house because
You can
I'm
leave
gonna miss all the dance steps because I'm gonna be turned.
That's right.
That's why they're not going to have you on tour dancing.
I'll be like, coming to the stage, God's gift.
You'll turn into the artist.
For real.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, back up, Breezy. It's my time right now.
Now, for you, Paris. Back to Paris, Matthew.
All right, go ahead, Paris.
Do you take breaks between tours?
Yes. And
Okay.
yes. When I get back from tours, sometimes I'm just chilling, you know, especially because you build up so much money. So you have the luxury of just like relaxing and just doing what you want, going on vacation and everything like that. It's more so like, it's just a reset for myself, you know, because it's just so fast paced. You're changing time zones. I mean, there was a time where I was in Australia, then we went to Japan. Like you're 17 hours, I think you're just a few hours ahead from the US, and then you're just all over the place. So my body is just off, you know, my clock and everything like that. So I have to, when I get back, it's just chill. I'll sleep for maybe like a week. Don't want to do nothing. Don't want to go anywhere and just reset.
Amen. To sleep.
Right? Wow. So when we come back, I want to talk about your acting career because Little Birdie told me you're into acting too.
Yeah.
And we kind of mentioned it a little bit, but not really because you said you'd like to be in a movie that had some dance in it. So when we get back, we're going to talk about your acting career because I want to hear about that
a
too.
little something, something.
A little something, something, you know. She got the dance and the acting going on. She's
Trying to be
already
a triple
getting
threat.
paid. You know, she'll be a triple threat over here.
Exactly,
We want to
doing it
find
all.
out what that's about.
Okay.
My name is Miss Charline. This is Lunch with the Finance Bunch, and we're on Dash Talk Radio.
Dash Talk
and we're going
Radio.
to come back and talk to Paris Fletcher about her budding acting career, too. So keep it locked right here on Dash Talk Radio. And we're back. I'm Miss Charline, and welcome back to Lunch with the Finance Bunch on Dash Talk Radio, and we are here with Paris Fletcher.
Paris Fletcher.
Yes, and we're here back. We're going to start talking now about her pursuit of an acting career. So, what sparked your interest in acting?
Well, just when I was booking commercials through my dance agency, there was just different things that I had to do that I wasn't prepared for.
Okay.
And I just wanted to get some training. Especially one time I went in for a dance role in a commercial.
Right.
And then immediately the director was like, you know what? We want you to read for a principal in the role. And I froze up because I didn't know what to do. I was like, couldn't say anything. So I wanted to just get some training to just kind of be prepared for situations like that.
Right.
So then I started just taking commercial acting classes, and it was just so just kind of common knowledge kind of things. I'm like, this isn't really fun. So let me try to do something that I enjoy doing and am excited about. So then I got into theatrical classes, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And I started discovering things about myself that I didn't even think I, would know, and it just kind of forced me to kind of tap deeper into myself and my emotions, and it's amazing. So it was fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were taking theater classes.
Yes, theatrical
And
classes.
so theater is a little bit different because it's a bigger stage. You're actually projecting out to a live audience.
Well, I'm taking theatrical. It's the class that I'm taking. It's theatrical acting, but it's TV and film. So it's not.
Oh, so it's
theater.
television and film. Okay.
Get with the program, Sean.
Well, I
She's
mean,
about to
I got
have you
thrown
on
off.
Broadway tomorrow.
Right. I was sending you to Broadway, sweetie.
That's okay. I'll
Why
do that too.
not?
That'll be fun.
Broadway would be fun for her, Matthew. She's beautiful.
Thank
she
you.
speaks well.
Let her live her life, Sean. Let her live her life.
Okay, we're back to the big screen. Sorry.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So, what are your plans for your new acting career?
I would love to start off with some co-stars, start small, just get on some television sets and everything like that. Like maybe This Is Us. It's my favorite show right now.
Okay.
This Is Us is so good. So I would love to co-star on something like that. And then maybe further down the line, be a guest star, series regular, and then, get into a feature film or something. So yeah, it'd be fun.
All I know is I need to make cameo appearances in all these damn things that you're talking about.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
even need a speaking role. I just need to look at the camera and be like, you see me, and then just keep walking.
And just keep it pushing.
It's all about you today, isn't it?
No, that's why I said I'll make a quick cameo appearance. Then I got to be all about me. Just focus, and we're back.
Paris, you see
And
what
we're
I
back.
deal with? You
Yes,
see what I deal with?
yes, I see.
Oh my goodness. So with becoming an actor, because that's the right,
Correct.
right?
Uh-huh.
With becoming an actor, where do you see yourself in 5 years, Paris?
I see myself as a series regular.
Wow. I like that.
You got to dream big.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
we're
You
getting
know?
the Emmys out here.
That's
Yes,
right.
an Emmy.
I'll take it.
I'll take 2.
What are you gonna do, Char? What are
I
you?
don't
What
know,
are you acting
but if
in?
they're giving Emmys away, I want one.
Are you trying to be theatrical too?
Yeah.
Char's trying to be on
Big
Broadway tomorrow. She's gonna be. I'm gonna steal one from Leilani. La 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 la.
Yes. So, who are 3 key players who help you in your with your acting part of your?
Matthew, and Matthew.
It
Next
is
question.
not Matthew.
Outside of Matthew.
Outside of Matthew. Thank you,
So name's 6 because I got 3.
Graham Shields, that's my teacher right now, and he is amazing. Lawrence was my first theatrical teacher, and I'll say, I'm gonna have to say Denzel Washington. Love watching some Denzel Washington movies and everything like that, and learning from him.
Absolutely. Yeah, Leilani's into Denzel too.
Okay,
Yeah,
something
she
in
loves-
common.
Shouts out to the chocolate.
Right? So, what do you want your audience to remember about you and your legacy in this entertainment industry? Because we've got, Emmys going on and all that. So, what type of career would you like to see yourself have? Like acting, dancing, but what would you like to be remembered for?
I would like to be remembered for just being a light.
Okay.
My biggest thing is just being nice to everyone, just treating people as you would want to be treated and being humble. Because I run across a lot of people and come in contact with so many people that sometimes kind of just have a sense of entitlement,
Yes.
and just think so highly of themselves. And that's great. But then not to lose sight of those around you, and just spreading light, spreading love, and, keeping God first. I pray every night. I thank God for everything, any achievement, small, big, whatever, thank you. And just so grateful and just remaining humble and everything like that.
Wow.
I hope you're praying for me too, Paris.
I am.
Every single
Every
night.
night.
Like, Jesus,
Please pray for that ego.
take the wheel.
Please. Yes.
You might need spend a little extra time on God's gift over there. He is trying to be a blessing to a little too many people right now,
Gosh.
including this show, Lunch with
Including
the
the show.
Finance Bunch with Miss Charline at Dash Talk Radio. You see how I did that?
Yeah, you did that. I like
I'm
it.
pretty smooth.
Matthew, when we come back, we're going to talk about giving 3 tips because you being a dancer and an actor, there are a lot of people, especially in your age group, who aspire to be successful in those things. So I want you to give us some tips when we come back on how they can be successful.
All right, let's do it.
This is Miss Charline.
Like me.
Lunch with the Finance Bunch on Dash Talk Radio with Matthew.
God's gift and Paris Fletcher.
And Paris Fletcher. We'll
And
be right back.
We'll be right back.
And we're back. I'm Miss Charline, Lunch with the Finance Bunch on Dash Talk Radio. And we're in studio with Paris Fletcher. And so this is our balance sheet part of our segment. And I want to ask you some questions. Okay. So first of all, like I said, you're a very successful dancer and actor. And I want to find out if there are 3 pieces of advice you'd give someone who'd like to enter into or are a part of this and not really getting the success that they want. What are 3 pieces of advice you'd give them?
Training is number 1. You can't go into something and not knowing anything about it. You have to train and just build up that foundation and build that skill level to get into it.
Yes.
The second piece of advice I would say is always just keep going. Don't take no for an answer. Absolutely not. Don't let anyone kind of decide what your future is. Only you can decide that as long as you're being diligent. And then stay diligent, stay diligent. I see so many people that kind of sit and wait for something to happen, but you got to keep at it. You need to actively just constantly be working at your career, whether it's small things, fixing up your resume, your casting sites and everything like that. But just stay on top of it and just making sure that you're always in a position to present yourself the best way possible.
I like that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Thank you.
Now, what was your most memorable paycheck ever? You don't have to tell us how much it was.
Tell us how much it was.
No, Matthew, because we don't want to make people who are trying to get to that level of success jealous.
I love the haters.
Anyway, what was
I
your
got a
most
check.
memorable paycheck, Paris?
You know, I mean, growing up, I was working at Target, Legoland, Abercrombie and Fitch. And then when I started dancing professionally and got on tour, those weekly checks were so nice. My account, like at that age, 19, I was making so much money that people my age probably have never seen. I had never seen. So,
Right.
I mean, just that tour money is
She said,
amazing.
buy Legoland,
Right.
buy Target,
buy
all
Abercrombie,
y'all.
you know? So,
Dancing
yeah.
my way up out of here. It's been real.
Exactly. And then saving is the biggest thing.
Yes.
You know, coming from not just kind of living check to check when I was working at these jobs and then having so much money, I was like, ooh, the world is mine. I can buy anything I want. And I was blowing it. So
Look at this coat.
Right.
Save. So I like that. Save. You know, lunch with the finance bunch.
I
Save.
love to say.
What is a purchase that you made that you regret most?
Honestly, it's more so I probably shoes and clothes.
Just
was
say
doing too
nothing,
much of
Paris.
it.
I don't regret anything.
I know. No. I do regret it because I was just spending it like I would. You just can't spend it. You have to spend it at a reasonable, you know.
Right. Not
Yeah,
going
exactly. You
yeah.
can't act like all that money's gonna come back every week. You know, you gotta act like you'll never see it again.
That's
So,
right. Oh, that's good advice. So, what does success mean to you?
Success means to me is just being happy with what I've done. I don't care about anyone else outside of my family and myself. If my parents are happy, then I'm happy. If I'm happy, then my parents are happy, you know, and just but mainly them because they've just dedicated so much time, so much money, and so much love and encouragement to my career and
Yes.
my just life, and I just want to make them proud. So that's successful in my eyes.
Oh, she almost teared up and everything, y'all. Shouts out to Paris's family,
Yes.
especially mom. I love you, mom.
What keeps you, Matthew?
Wing back.
So, are you successful?
I am
You feel
successful.
you're successful?
Yes.
Good. And is there anything that keeps you up at night?
No.
Good. 'cause
No.
it shouldn't.
No. I'm happy
That's
I sleep
good.
well. so-
That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And one last question: if you won the lottery right now, what would you do with the money?
Let Matthew hold something. I know you got it because you just won the lottery.
$5. Give you a little $5.
It'll be $5 for life.
Honestly, there's just so many different causes that I would probably give back to. College funds for my future kids, you know,
Right, definitely.
helping my parents out, and just maybe animal support and everything like that. I love.
You gonna give animal support like
Yes.
before you pay me?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. You know,
I give
help
$5 to the animals, probably get like $1 million.
You know,
The hell with
animals.
these animals.
they
I love
need
you. I
love
love
too.
animals,
They need love
but
too.
man,
That's the right
Pablo.
card. Yes. Say Pablo, and
Pablo.
he melts.
okay, I'm cool. If you donate to my dog Pablo, we're good.
Well, you know what, Paris? It's been such a pleasure
Thank you.
having you in the studio,
Pleasure to be
visiting
here.
with us. And we're going to watch your career and see
Okay.
how it blossoms.
Thank
And we
you.
want you to come back and visit.
For
I
sure.
will.
Hey,
I
and
would
you're
love
gonna
to.
see
How's
Matthew
it
do
going?
cameos and all her stuff. So just watch.
Keep
It's gonna
Matthew
be finger pointing.
away,
the
Paris.
wink,
Don't
and
do
everything.
it.
I'm gonna try.
You see, he came in here and took over. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is Miss Charline. This is Lunch with the Finance Bunch. We're on Dash Talk Radio. It's been such a pleasure talking to you, Paris Fletcher.
Thank you for having me.
I wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you.
All the success in the world. And we will be right back. This is the wrap up of our show. Matthew, did you have a good time?
I had a wonderful time. Paris is gonna teach you some dance moves on the side. We're
Yes,
gonna be good
she
to go.
is. And I'm going to be winging it because I can't dance. And this is Miss Charline, Lunch with the Finance Bunch on Dash Talk Radio. Tune in, watch it, follow us on Instagram
What's the Instagram?
at the Finance Bunch.
Okay, perfect.
There you
so
go.
follow us at the Finance Bunch on Instagram.
We'll see you on Tuesday, everyone.
Facebook,
Tuesday at
Twitter,
noon. Facebook, Twitter,
Gmail,
Instagram.
My mama house, all that good
Oh,
stuff.
wow. Goodbye, everybody.
We love you.
We love you.